Hey everyone, it's Lindsay from thedailylindsey.com. I hope you all are having a good day. So, today I'm doing something a little different, mixing things up a little bit, and I'm doing a get ready with me video. This is really like my first, well, I guess it's my second one. There's another one on my channel that's really not that exciting. But tonight I'm going up to Yamashiro's Farmers Market. It's a seasonal event in Hollywood where the lower level of Yamashiro's parking lot, which is on a hill. It's a really beautiful restaurant on a hill. They set up a farmer's market with fresh food vendors, prepared food vendors, and they have a nice little bar, and the tacos, Japanese fusion tacos from Yamashiro, are amazing. And I'm going up with a few gal pals, so that's enough reason to kind of get a little makeup on the face, right? So I went for just a little drama in the eyes, summer flush in the cheeks. I don't know what summer flush means, you know, just a slight subtle glow, and a natural finish with as far as like foundation and stuff goes. I'm not gonna go into the hair because it's just really simple and easy. Big barrel, that's it. Maybe one day I will do hair, but not this time. Sometimes I really enjoy just watching kind of like chit-chatty videos, especially if it's like, I don't know, like early in the morning and I'm up early, can't, just want to chill, or I don't know, I just need to go to sleep but can't quite, and so listening to a video kind of helps too. And it, like Lisa D1 is awesome for that. I love her channel, and her videos are almost like 30 minutes long, sometimes 40 minutes long, and I could just listen to that woman speak forever just because she's so cool, has awesome things to share. And I don't know, just trying to see how that works out with my channel if I just talk to you guys, like, you know, without crazy editing or anything. So yeah, let's chit chat and get ready. Alright, so I've got my chamomile tea and my little stash of products I plan to use or might possibly use. Here is what I'm working with, people. And yeah, let's get ready. P.S. Popping back in because I realized that I left my air conditioning on for the first few minutes of my get ready with me portion, so hopefully you'll just bear with me, and next time I'll remember to turn off the air conditioning before I start filming. I'm not really sure how this is going to work out because I really need like a big mirror in front of me, and I've got one right here, but it's going to be looking down, and that's kind of awkward, so I don't know. Alright, so I've been debating whether I will use just some concealer or if I kind of want all over face coverage with this CoverGirl Stay Fabulous 3-in-1. So, decisions. I think I'm going to go with the Stay Fabulous foundation. It'll be nice to have that overall SPF everywhere. So, what I'm going to do is just kind of use my fingers to place the product all over my face, and then once it's all placed, I'm going to use my foundation brush. I wonder if it would be better to use a smaller mirror so it's not so awkward. I don't know. This is my first one, so we'll just go with the flow and see if I end up switching. So I'm just gonna put a little bit more. I like to start with a small pump and then just kind of build from there. Alright, so now that I've got the product placed, I'm gonna use my Sephora Pro Airbrush number 55 brush. I love this. I use this all the time for my foundation and just really work it into the skin. Oh, okay. My hair was covering my face. That's awesome. I really love this brush because it just feels so soft. And it does a really good job of blending. Kind of experimented with like the pressure I use. Sometimes like I'll hold it really close to kind of like, I don't know, I feel like I have more control getting it into my skin, working it into my skin. And sometimes I'll hold it all the way back because I feel like the less pressure, the more like airbrushed it'll look, the lighter it will apply. Does that make sense? I don't know. What do you guys do? Do you hold the brush up close or far away when you've got a long handle like that? Let me know in the comments. Okay, so yeah, I've spent a couple minutes blending this in, and I'm pretty happy with how it's looking. What do you think? I don't know, can you even tell a difference from when I first started? Alright, so that's good. Next up, I think I will go ahead and use, where is it? My Stay Don't Stray eyeshadow primer in light medium. This is a sample size. I really love sample sizes, or the deluxe travel sizes, whatever you want to call them. Because I just like having that fresh product, you know, even though I could probably buy the full size, I just really enjoy opening up a new product every few months. And honestly, I've had this small one since like November, and I probably put on eye makeup maybe about three times a week, and it's still going strong. I guess it also depends how much surface area your eyelids have. You know, if you have a lot, then I guess you have big eyes, you'll go through a lot of product. Okay, so as that sets in, darn, I forgot, I was gonna use this eye duty triple remedy underneath my foundation next time. But this is great for the day when you want to depuff and kind of soothe your eyes before you start working makeup into your skin. I love that. I've been loving that lately. Okay, so let's see here. As you can tell, I'm pretty indecisive. I can't make decisions right away. I've never been one of those people. Well, it's very rare when I'm like, yes, I'm doing that. Yes, that's what I'm going to use. I kind of have to like I do have to think about it for a while, so that's kind of why I'm just like, what do I do next? I kind of enjoy picking out things. Is that weird? Is it just me? Yeah. Okay, so let's do eyeshadow next. I put a couple options in my little bin here. I had to bring a bin to my little like desk filming area because my vanity's in the back. And I don't like the lighting in there. I tried filming a Get Ready that I did not publish, and I looked very sickly in that video. Okay, so I'm working with either the Josie Maran watercolor eyeshadow, which I've been using a couple times, or this Becca eye tint in Romanticism. I don't know. Dark or light? Maybe I will go with dark. Okay, just gonna go with dark, see how that goes. I got this, what is it called? Eye tint in a VIB, like available only to VIB kit kind of deal on Sephora. I've never seen that before, but it's really awesome that they do that deal. I got 4 for $44, and just one of these actually costs $25, so that is a great value. And I have just been really loving the idea of tints during the summer. So I just use a little bit. I don't even know if you can tell, but it's just a tiny, tiny dot. A little goes a long way with these. I was reading some of the reviews on Sephora about this kit, and some people didn't like that it kind of went on sheer. So if you're looking for a product with a lot of pigmentation, the tints may not be for you, but if you're looking for like a sheer wash or a subtle wash of color, I would highly suggest checking it out. So I'm just working it all over my eyelid and a little bit into the crease. And I'll just touch up the other eye. That's good. Now I'm debating whether to use this coconut eye, this Josie Maran shadow as a highlighter. I don't know. I could try it. It just takes a long time. I give it like a couple minutes to really shake this up because the product settles, the coconut water and the pigment separates, so you really got to make sure that you've mixed it up really well. So yeah, there we go. And how am I going to use this? I think instead of applying it into my eye and getting the colors mixed up, I'm just going to put a little bit on my finger, that, and just dab a little bit in the crease and just blend, bring it up a little bit beneath my brow bone. Ooh. I don't know how it's showing up on camera. It's probably too bright in this lighting. But in person, it's creating this really beautiful highlight. I like that a lot. Okay, so let's do a little bit on the other eye. And I just realized that my air conditioning is on, so I need to turn that off. Hold on, 1 second. Hopefully that's a little bit quiet. A little bit more quiet? Yeah. I always try to turn that off before I film. Okay, I don't know how that is looking on camera, but I'm liking it like as a daytime kind of. It's a very subtle look. That's fun. Okay, so that's next. Okay, next up is my eye curler. I was just watching one of, I think Jaclyn Hill's most recent makeup tutorial, and she mentioned getting the eyelash curler as close as you can to the root and just pumping it to really max up the volume. Oh, yeah. Wow. I don't know even, yeah, I can't really tell from that far away, but from my mirror, it's looking good. I guess I should have curled my lashes before I put on the eyeshadow, just so none of it would get on the curler. I just cleaned a bunch of gunk on it because I usually wait until I put on my mascara and right after I put on my liner. So the liner always ends up in my eye curler, eyelash curler, eye curler. That sounds funny. Does that happen to you? I don't know. Let me know in the comments. Okay, so next I am going to do my liner. And I'm going to use my MAC Black Track Fluid Line. It's a gel. I've been using this for years. It's just my old faithful, and I'm using this Ego Tools eyeliner pencil. I'm not really crazy about it. Maybe it's because it's old. It's time to replace it. The bristles are kind of getting wonky. I was, oh, I guess I can talk and line at the same time. I was watching Lisa Eldridge's tutorial with Alexa Chung doing the cat eye. That was awesome. So I'm kind of like inspired to do maybe more subtle cat eye. I can't quite like get, you know, the va-va-voom with like the preciseness of the tip, but it's fun to try and go for it, you know what I mean? I'm really intrigued by the eyeshadow pencils she used in that video. Me and My Shadow, that's what it's called. I looked it up on the ICO website. I just really love the idea of easy to apply eyeshadows right now and not be bothered with blending and using multiple colors and that sort of thing. And I always am challenged with getting the eyeliner to match. One side is always kind of off. I think that's okay. Yeah, I'll stick with that. Yesterday I was trying to do the eyeliner look, the winged eyeliner look with a like a felt tip eyeliner, and man, I sat around for like half an hour trying to perfect that. I was just really inspired by that Alexa Chung tutorial. It was amazing. I don't know how she must have done the liner a lot of times to do it so fast and so perfectly. Okay, so I'm using my Bobbi Brown Kohl Kajal liner. Crayon Kajal Intense, oh, I'm reading this. I'm reading the French version. Let's see, it's the Smoky Eye Kajal liner in Black Coffee. I really like this formula because it's soft and creamy and easy to smudge. And it's got a good smudger on the end. I don't know, how's that looking? Is there better definition there? Yeah, I think that's fine. Alright, so that's done. Let's do brows next. I just got my brows done this afternoon. I always go to the Benefit Brow Bar, and lately I've been going to the one inside Ulta. I usually go, prior to that I had been going to a standalone store. I know those are pretty rare, but there's one in LA that I really like going into because it's just so girly and fun, and it's kind of like going in a candy shop with their theme that they have going on. But I actually like the one at Ulta a lot better. Well, it's probably worse for my bank account because I'm more tempted to buy things, which I did. And now I'm just using my Anastasia Brow Wiz pencil. Ooh. I really like this product because it's skinny and it's just makes it so much easier to apply I always try to look at different angles when I'm applying my brow product because you never know how it's gonna look. I mean, it'll look a certain way straight on, but from the side it could also look completely different. And I'm gonna go back with my blender, blend, blend, blend. And I also just love this spoolie because it's also very skinny and easy to apply. Okay, so that looks even in person. I just check in the camera to make sure I don't look like a fool on YouTube. Alright, so that's good. Next, what shall I do next? I could skip around and maybe do my cheeks next. So I have been totally obsessed with this Becca Beach Tint in Watermelon. I love this color. It is just so fresh and just so perfect for summer. I love it. It really goes with my skin tone, and I just love the color that it brings to my cheeks. So, ooh, I accidentally gave myself a little too much, I think. See, even like that much I consider to be too much. So I'm just going to tap the excess off on my other finger and go ahead and apply it on my cheeks. So I just do it very, very gradually to build up the color because I feel like this raspberry or watermelon color can build up pretty fast. So as you can see, I'm kind of just following the cheekbone. And there you go. I guess you can kind of even tell the difference, right? Between this cheek and that cheek. That's pretty cool. Okay, so time for the left side. Lay down the product with my middle finger. I hope that's not offensive. And blend that in. And yeah, I think that looks good. All right, fun stuff. Oh, and I just love the smell of this. It's similar to like that candy artificial watermelon that, you know, comes in candy, and I just reminds me of summer. I love it. And that was the lip color I wore on my wedding day. It's a really good tint. It stays all day, pretty much, I would say. Okay, so what shall we do next? I think it's time to all right, so time to do mascara. I have been using this Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara this week. I bought the Sephora Lash Stash a week ago, and so this is the first one I opened up because the name is just so provocative. Of course, I'm gonna try it, right? And I'm not quite sure it lives up to its name, but I've been experimenting with it, and I think that with, well, let's see here how I can work this with it this time. Well, basically, the first time I put it on, I was not very impressed. I wore winged liner, and I just felt like, I just felt like it didn't, like you couldn't see, it didn't lengthen my lashes enough beyond my liner, so I didn't really like that at that point. And then I wore it one day without any liner. It was a light makeup day for me. And I actually really liked it without wearing liner, just kind of like as part of like an everyday look when you're trying to get out of the house really fast. Because it kind of worked as a liner for me. I don't know if that makes sense. And then it also like gave volume to my lashes and made them look pretty cool. I was happy with them. So I think with this case, I don't think you can really tell on camera, but in person I can tell that my lashes are long enough to go beyond my eyeliner, so I like that. Now, would I repurchase it? Would I buy a full size? I'm not quite sure. Then again, I also really love mascaras and just experimenting with new ones, so that's just me. A mascara has got to be really good for me to buy the full size. So right now I'm using my Clinique Bottom Lash Mascara on my bottom lashes, of course. I think I'm gonna do a second coat today. How are we doing with time? Oh, yeah, we're doing okay. Sometimes I just feel like a second coat on the lower lash is just necessary. Especially when you're going minimal with your eyeshadow. Yeah, that's great. Liking that. Can you tell the difference? Probably not. That's the thing with filming Get Ready With Me's this far. I don't want to bring you in too close. Not today. Alright, so now that that's done, do I want to do concealer? Yeah, let's do a little bit of concealer. I'm going to do this Instant Age Rewind by Maybelline in the color Light Medium. I've had this like for almost a year now. And I'm just doing a very light application. I feel that just works best for me, otherwise it starts to look cakey and obvious and just not having that. Yeah, and I think even at that point I've already put on too much, but luckily you can't tell from that far away. Alright, so just a little bit of bronzing now. I'm going to take this Revlon Photo Ready bronzer and use my Real Techniques, I don't know what brush this is called. Oh, Expert Face Brush. It's nice that they write it on the handle. And I'm just going to take a little bit and bronze my forehead just a little. And bronze underneath my blush. Just a little. How's that looking? Can you tell? Probably not, but that's, I guess, a good thing. I kind of like to rock the natural look most days. Okay, next up is my Hourglass palette. Woo! I love this palette, and I'm taking my Sonia Kashuk domed blush brush and just going into incandescent light, taking a couple taps of that, and using that to set my concealer and kind of work as a highlight on my upper cheekbones. Perfect. Yay! Alright, so here is the fun part. Time to pick a lip color. So I just purchased a couple new Sephora lip products this week. I was just wandering around Sephora exploring because they had to do some work in my apartment and the fumes were just so noxious. Like, I almost felt like I was losing brain cells. So I spent like a good hour and a half in Sephora just walking around looking at new products. But I wandered over to the Sephora display and found a couple new formulas to try out. It's been a long time since I've had any Sephora lip products, and so I got the cream lip stain in the color, I think it's called Strawberry Fields. I was looking for I can't remember the color, but the number was shade 1 because Amelia Liana like always talks about that shade and that formula, and I've been curious about it, but this color also stood out to me while I was there. So when they were out of number 1, I just figured I would try number 3. This is Strawberry Fields. And then this other one is the Sephora Luster Matte Long Wear Lip Color. And I thought this formula kind of felt similar to Stila's 24/7 Stay All Day lipstick that comes in a tube. It's like a fluid lipstick that you put on. So I really liked this. It was a pretty pink on me that I felt like didn't wash me out completely and was very flattering. Because I also have MAC's Cream Cup and I feel like that's a really pretty pink, but sometimes like my face just looks ghostly when I wear it. Am I being over dramatic? Okay, so I think I'm gonna go with this pinky color. I feel like it would just be very natural and pretty with this look. So yeah, let's do that. Actually, I'm going to take a little sip of my tea. Okay, back to do lip color. So just working it very slowly into my lips. And I'll let it set a little bit and then decide whether I want to do another layer. So while I'm doing that, I will put some translucent powder. This e.l.f. one is just really cheap and effective, so I like using that. Alright. So I think I'm going to blot just a little bit. I'll do one more layer. Yeah, that's good. And I'll let that set. And yeah, that is my face. All right, I'll be back with hair in 1 second. So how did I do? Was that okay? If you have any tips on how to film it better, maybe a better angle or better mirror I can use or better positioning, let me know in the comments. I feel like I'm doing a little dance, but just doing the positioning dance, I guess. I don't know. Okay, I'm getting kind of silly. Hopefully you guys had fun and enjoyed watching this. That's all for now. I hope you all have a good weekend and I will see you in my next video. Bye everyone.